1. Old Pioneer Cemetery, Bardstown, the restless dead of the 1700s. They say the dead should rest in peace, but at Old Pioneer Cemetery in Bardstown, something refuses to stay buried. Dating back to the 1700s, this graveyard holds the remains of early settlers, but visitors claim it holds something else too, something unseen, yet deeply felt. People report an overwhelming sense of being watched, sudden chills creeping up their spines, and whispers that vanish into the wind. Shadowy figures move between the weathered tombstones, and some have even captured ghostly apparitions in photos, faces that don't belong to the living. The most chilling stories come from those who claim to hear faint cries in the dead of night, as if the spirits of the forgotten are calling out. Could these souls be restless, trapped in time, unable to leave the place where their bodies were laid to rest centuries ago? Or is there something even darker lurking among the graves? If you ever visit, be careful. You might not be alone. My old Kentucky home, Bardstown, a mansion haunted by tragedy. Beneath the charm of my old Kentucky home lies a chilling past, one filled with sorrow, death, and whispers from the beyond. This historic mansion, once home to the Rowan family, has stood for centuries, but some say its past residents never truly left. Visitors report eerie encounters, doors creaking open on their own, cold spots appearing out of nowhere, and the faint sound of a woman weeping in empty rooms. Some claim to have seen shadowy figures wandering the halls, while others hear ghostly piano music drifting through the house at night. Legend has it that a young woman met a tragic end here, her spirit forever trapped within the mansion's walls. Is my old Kentucky home merely a historic treasure, or is it a house of restless souls? Step inside, if you dare, but be warned, the past is still very much alive. See Wickland, home of 3 governors, a mansion of restless spirits. Wickland isn't just a historic home, it's a place where the past refuses to be forgotten. This grand estate, once home to 3 Kentucky governors, is best known today for its spirits tour, where visitors come face to face with the unknown. Guests report eerie encounters, phantom whispers in empty rooms, flickering lights with no explanation, and sudden cold spots that send shivers down the spine. Some have felt invisible hands brush against them, while others have seen ghostly figures in period clothing, silently watching before fading into darkness. Paranormal investigators have recorded chilling EVPs, proving that something or someone is still here. Is it the spirits of the governors, unwilling to leave their home? Or do deeper, darker secrets lie within these walls? One thing is certain, at Wickland, the dead are never truly gone. 4. Pikeville, Eastern Kentucky, a town haunted by its past. Nestled in the rugged hills of Eastern Kentucky, Pikeville is a town steeped in rich history, but it also carries a dark, unsettling presence. The streets, once alive with the bustle of coal miners, now echo with whispers of those who never left. Locals speak of ghostly apparitions wandering the shadows, figures who seem to relive their final moments, trapped in a loop of pain and fear. In the old buildings, mysterious cold spots send shivers down your spine, and some claim to hear disembodied footsteps following them in the quiet of the night. What secrets does this town keep? And who are the restless souls haunting its past? Dare you uncover the truth lurking in Pikeville's dark corners? 5. Louisville, a city where the dead walk among us. Ranked among the most haunted cities in the United States, Louisville's streets are far from ordinary. Beneath its charming facade lies a city steeped in dark secrets and ghostly legends. Residents and visitors alike report chilling encounters, phantom footsteps echoing down empty hallways, eerie figures appearing in windows, and shadows that slither through the corners of old buildings. The sound of a woman crying is often heard near the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, while the spirit of a soldier is said to haunt the old Louisville neighborhood. But it's not just the buildings. Some claim the entire city is alive with spirits. Are you brave enough to explore the haunted heart of Louisville and face the restless souls that roam its streets? State. Liberty Hall, historic site, Frankfort, where the Gray Lady haunts the halls. Step into the eerie shadows of Liberty Hall, one of Frankfurt's most historic landmarks, and you might find yourself face to face with something far older than its walls. Home to numerous ghost stories, this 19th century mansion is said to be haunted by the spectral Gray Lady. Dressed in a tattered gray gown, she's often seen wandering the halls, her mournful presence chilling those who dare enter after dark. But the Gray Lady isn't the only spirit that lingers here. Disembodied voices, the faint sound of footsteps on creaky wooden floors, and cold gusts of wind have all been reported. Could the secrets of the past be the key to understanding the restless souls that still haunt Liberty Hall? Or are they doomed to forever walk its haunted halls? 7. Perryville, where the spirits of war still fight. Perryville, Kentucky, may look peaceful now, but the echoes of its violent past refuse to fade. Known as the site of Kentucky's bloodiest Civil War battle, this town is soaked in the anguish of soldiers who fought and died on its soil. Visitors and locals alike have reported chilling sightings. Phantom soldiers wandering the fields, their battle cries carried by the wind, and bloodstains that mysteriously appear and vanish. The sound of marching boots can still be heard in the dead of night, and some claim to have seen figures in tattered uniforms reenacting their final moments. Could the restless spirits of Perryville still be locked in the agony of war, doomed to fight a battle that never ends? Would you dare to witness their eternal struggle? Or Eddyville, where the souls of the damned never escape. Eddyville, Kentucky, is home to the notorious Kentucky State Penitentiary, a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead blur. Known for its grim history and terrifying reputation, this former prison has been the site of countless untimely deaths, and it seems the souls of the damned still linger behind its cold iron bars. Visitors report hearing blood-curdling screams echoing through the night, and ghostly figures dressed in tattered prison uniforms are seen pacing the halls. In the darkest corners, some claim to feel the intense weight of eyes watching, as if the spirits of former inmates are forever trapped within the walls they once inhabited. Will you dare to enter this haunted fortress and uncover the terrifying secrets that refuse to stay buried? Or will the restless souls of Eddyville's past claim you as their own? Somerset, where souls rest uneasily at Souls Chapel and Cemetery. In the quiet town of Somerset lies a haunting that refuses to stay buried. Souls Chapel and Cemetery. Steeped in history, this eerie site is home to numerous ghostly legends, with the spirits of the past lingering among the moss-covered tombstones. Visitors often report chilling encounters, spectral figures gliding between gravestones, a ghostly preacher seen praying near the chapel, and strange, unexplained sounds of church bells ringing in the dead of night. Some claim the restless spirits of the chapel's past parishioners still walk the cemetery's grounds, trapped in an eternal cycle of unfulfilled prayers. What dark secrets does Souls Chapel hide, and why are these spirits unwilling to move on? Would you dare to uncover the truth behind the hauntings of Somerset's most notorious location? 10. Mammoth Cave National Park, where darkness holds, secrets beneath the earth. Beneath the rolling hills of Mammoth Cave National Park lies the world's longest cave system, a labyrinth of twisting passages and unexplored depths that are rumored to harbor more than just stalactites and stalagmites. This dark, underground world is the site of eerie reports, whispers of voices echoing through the tunnels, shadows that seem to move with a mind of their own, and cold spots that defy explanation. Some visitors claim to have seen figures drifting through the darkness, their outlines barely visible in the flickering light of a flashlight. Others report an overwhelming sense of dread, as if something is watching them from the deep, forgotten corners of the cave. What ancient secrets lie buried within Mammoth Cave? And are the restless spirits of those who vanished long ago still wandering the labyrinth, waiting for someone to join them in the darkness? Would you dare to explore its depths?